down. Alright, so let's try this game out. Let's see what's up. Like Stanley Parable? Yes, actually. You are correct. Just like that. Begin the game. I don't even know what this game does, but we're going to begin the game. Please make sure your audio is on. Guys, can you hear audio? I can hear audio. Controls, WASD, left click. Okay, okay, okay.
Hi there.
Hey.
Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote the Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Okay. I graduated high
We're
school.
going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way.
Are there subtitles? Yes. Turn them on. Okay.
And mostly it's just...
Okay, it is on.
Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Okay.
But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Okay.
So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
Why would I remember that?
Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
It's white. Oh!
Warning. Whisper machine active. Shift to structure image.
I guess we gotta
This
run?
game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Whisper machine status active. Okay.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
Where's the aliens? I'll fight them.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force
Oh,
neutralized.
door open.
Begin ship evacuation.
The beginner's guide's not on Twitch.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Okay. I can't even shoot anymore. Oh my god, it's a maze.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it.
Oh my.
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever
Oh,
been
no.
able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Thank you.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
The engine room. Oh, okay.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
I'm not gonna commit suicide for you. No! Why would I stand on the beam? She wants me to kill myself for everybody. I don't know these people. Do I have to do it?
This is not a branching point, unfortunately. The only option is to step into the beam.
Oh, I guess I have to. Oh, I'm
Let me
dead.
pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
It respawned me. Oh. Oh. Whoops. Dude, coding games is so hard.
The beam causes you to start floating.
Oh, there's a labyrinth.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's
voice
clear is
reminds
that
me of
after
Chef.
making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and
I
experimental
just keep floating. I
designs.
can't stop.
So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay, let's do it. Load me in. Okay. The past was behind her. Behind who?
Yep, in this game you can only walk backwards.
What? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. What a weird game mechanic. Okay, okay, okay. I can do this. I can do this. Just need to look left and right occasionally. Oh.
So it's a short and
Oh.
relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Weird. Keep changing. Why does the future keep changing? Oh! Now I go this way. Weird. When she stops and looks, it becomes clear. Okay, so I gotta go this way? But if the future is always behind her... Whoa, man. How will she find the strength to confront it? What the heck is this
It's
game?
a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Okay, next one.
Okay, I'll follow the path here. You are now entering. Entering what? I'm playing the beginner's guide.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Alright, you got me interested. This is better than Hero League already. My brain's being teased.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Whoa. Okay, there's a ladder. So
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting slower. I can't get up here. Oh, no.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay. Stand on an X staring at a bear for 3 hours. A stronger appears. You must address him like a eager request reporters. Live on a boat, taking orders from the captain. The captain is always wrong. You start in a small room until you realize you can walk through the walls.
Warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Whoa. Read an enemy's emails to learn how to beat them? That'd be kind of cool.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
What weird game ideas. You play as a loud, bodiless sound walking around confusing people. The game is nothing but giant blocks of text explaining what's happening. Oh, I was reading those ideas. Ready, set, fish. Okay. Luckily, I'm the best variety streamer on Twitch, or I couldn't beat these games. You're lucky, chat. You're lucky I'm here. So far, beaten is just holding W. Oh, a lever.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. Open the door with the lever. Oh, it's dark in here. There has to be like a... There has to be like a lever, right? Because I just opened a door. Oh, I see. If I close this and go back in, it should open the door, right? Oh, fancy.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Okay, got it.
We're going to see it a lot.
That's a cool little puzzle. Luckily, I've played PUBG, so I know how to handle that. So I should close this door again, right? Weird little room.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Oh! Whoa.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing.
Yeah.
Or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Why are you breaking my brain, man? Oh, back on this trail. You are entering was the last message. You are now exiting. Wait, what?
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Chat, is your brain broken yet? The Great and Lovely Descent. Oh, okay. It's got a house here. It's all white. Let's walk towards the house, I guess.
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Sure.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Okay.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Oh. Ugh. Okay. No! I'm dead! Wait. Can I die? Is it possible? What the fudge? Coda, what were you making, dude? Oh. Oh, a door opened. Oh! The door changed. Oh, wait, no. It didn't. What are these sounds? Where are we at? Oh, I guess I have to go this way? Oh, it's an elevator. What the heck, dude? I guess we keep going this way? No, I can't go that way. Oh, here.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour.
A full hour?
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yes, please. Why would I walk into prison? Oh.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible?
Yeah, exactly.
And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Game.
I like this Coda guy.
Full of hundreds of individual
He's
games,
anti-meta.
each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in, and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Coda's a genius! I want him to make a real game. Have you played Stanley Parable? Yeah, that's why I'm playing this game.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Okay.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Okay. I'm intrigued. This is actually kind of cool. Criminal scum. Oh. The heck? You there, did you come from above?
Here, Coda
what was up there?
Using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
There was a normal prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these things floating colored blocks. We'll go with 2. There was an enormous prison I spent hours in. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Let's go with 2. I didn't solve it, someone else let me in. You didn't solve it? So you have learned nothing. You cannot help us escape this prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be somebody else. Wait, I'm not good enough? Wait. I'm not good enough? Oh, same room. Is it the same questions over? How'd you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes. Do you want to know how to solve it? No, we actually find the blank space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it? Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. Yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange. Don't think too hard about it. You'll see it again soon. What the fudge?
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
What's the final floor? Were we in jail the entire time?
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
Makes sense, yeah.
We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Let's do it! I'm gonna be so sad if we get to the end and Coda's dead. Like he's not even alive anymore. April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Okay. Oh, here's a note. Boop. Nice room. Not.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Good call.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
How do you beat this game? No point to this. Is he like creating stuff, but like subconsciously dropping notes off to be like, this isn't good enough? My games aren't good? Whoa, holy shit. Yeah, what the hell? Can you guys hear me? This is kind of a cool concept though. Like having a game that's beatable by following other people's notes and trying to help each other, but it's constantly changing. How cool of a game would that be? Hello. Okay, hello. Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
The guy over there wrote
Either
much
way,
wrong.
To me, they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Balls. God, I'm such a 2-year-old. Okay, so I guess we go this way?
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
I just
I
saw
think
a
this is
flying
why I
penguin.
always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world.
Whoa.
And then I feel less lonely too.
Wow. I saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because no one will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see it again if nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I am crying now and plan on ripping my ass out. I must go now. Jesus. Okay, so I guess we just drop down here? Oh, we can't. So how do I use this? We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. Oh, here we go. What the shit is this cavern? I can assume you guarantee that there's an acorn somewhere here in this place and the sailors are looking for it. Koda's a weird guy. Alright, so I guess I just keep going, right? I refuse to believe. I need to go to the freaking bathroom. Recognize me, please. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Nothing here. A free t-shirt. Need other side. Door why you so. Makes game, includes door, cannot open door. Thanks. Open sesame. Door how open. Someday I'll meet the person who made this. He wrote all these notes? I help people because of the eternal good feeling I get. New room! Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? It's not very crowded here. Oh, don't bother. I failed to write anything here. I guess I just keep going this way? Ooh, there's art over there. Cabbage shapes our nation? Hey, don't talk about me that way. I think I'm not going anywhere. Holy Jesus, could you imagine actually reading all of these? I need someone to talk to. Do you think he's like lonely, crazy? This is a note. Don't listen to the other notes. I'm not safe. Ooh, I'm actually feeling a little bit like upset for this guy. What's this say? Well done, all of you. Whoever made this has issues? Really? Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help! I'm trying to speak! I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. I mean, it's kind of messy no matter how you look at it. Alright, I guess we'll keep going. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game! Oh my god, it's so long, team.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Okay.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Oh. So that dark room is separation. You hear all the whispers? Downward,
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Does this puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally an hour. What do I do? Help? How do you solve it? This doesn't make sense.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Huh. Hellblade sequel. That was a good game. Typewriter sounds. How do you leave notes? What the heck? Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Porn stars die too.
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. So there's a well outside. Can we move the cam to the top left? I can turn it off. I'll turn the cam off. No problem. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. That way you guys can see chat. Okay. So we're in a weird room. That seems like the future. Let's go through the doors. What the hell? That's kind of cool art. Chat, this is hella intriguing. Whose idea was this game? Modem. Modem. This game is sick. It's kind of cool. Like, you don't usually get a lot of games or ideas that allow you to get in the mind of a person. It's really cool this guy put this together, but I'm gonna be really sad if the guy that created these games, at the end, you find out just died or something.
See, like,
oh, it's a well.
The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay, there's a well again. Nothing here. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator, put a giant hole in the background? Well, a TV if I'm here by myself. Right? Okay, now what about along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I really like a washing machine. 10 stoves lined up along the wall. Stoves! What? I didn't choose that! I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 12 recessed electric, soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Tesla coils! It's like a statement that you have dreams about doing big things, but you just get crappy regular crap. And a table. You need a table. Who are you? What exactly are you doing? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. Whoa, what the?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Do we have enough couches? I think I need a couch in this room.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Okay. This guy will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. There is no table! Oh, okay. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off and turn it back. Now go to the left side sofa and move it over a little. Finally touch the shelf. I guess... Wait, are there shelves? This it? Finally touch the shelves. Oh, here we go. That's it! In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Wait, I have to remember all that? Shit. Return, okay. Here. Okay.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
So I can't escape the prison.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons.
Can I see the last one?
This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, it's called The Beginner's Guide. I put it as Barbie as the title on Twitch because I couldn't find the game. Do I go in? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yes, I was in the furniture maze. Yes, I was in escape tutorial. Yep, I was in my first prison.
This is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Oh, weird. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. It's weird, it's talking to myself. It just kind of does that, you know? It's still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last long. No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. What did they tell you? What did you have to do to get out? I don't know what to say as answers.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Damn, dude.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Oh. Okay, so it's gotten a little bit more elaborate, much bigger.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle. with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Okay, door shuts. Oh, clean. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands makes lousy homes. Don't worry about me, a place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all
You'll notice that
night.
the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Lousy homes make... Wait, and lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole place? That's the story, little one. Oh, don't you worry now. We'll be through this mess in no time. I promise you'll wish there was more. Why don't I finish up here? In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Okay, sure. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run the bedroom and make the bed? Why am I doing all these chores? I play video games to get away from chores. My bed at home is unmade. Alright, no bed in here. Ah, here we go. Make the bed. Okay. Why on there? Why don't you straighten the rug a bit? Why am I doing all this? Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How did you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. This house is so messy. This line of work, you let go of those judgments pretty fast. May not be your apartment, but something in your life needs straightening up. You think you got nothing that needs cleaning? Be careful, because that means it's everything. Any rate, my place is just to see a bit of peace brought here. Speaking of which, the pillows on this couch are a wreck. Would you mind straightening them up? Sure. Nice. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled drink over the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there? Sure. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Yeah. Talk to me, it's okay. No, talk to me, please. It was stupid, sorry, never mind. Hey there, dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Okay. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down? Okay, can I stop cleaning? I don't want to clean. Are there still books scattered on the floor in the bedroom? If so, would you pick them up and put them on the shelf? Done. Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear the dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing.
I've already did this.
It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do the chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So don't want me to be the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you. Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom. Believe it or not.
Really
Trust me on this one.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy. All the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
You found this game fun? I guess it's relaxing. Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was gonna say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you, huh? Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it, that's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right, it's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth to it, no? Anyway. So, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? Okay. Sure. Oh goodness, pillows over there on the couch are a real mess.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Aww. question.
But, of course, it can't last.
Do you enjoy
The
this?
music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
Oh.
Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Interesting. This game's kind of speaking to me a little bit, dude. Like, I feel what he's going through, Coda.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
Yeah, you do.
I really thought that was the point of it.
So that's not the point of it.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Why'd you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationship more meaningful? No. You came here to be perfect. Oh god, what the? This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at and think, wow, this person's a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they can make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Stop moving me! Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is now, how do we do it? But how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game, the
Being
perspective
perfect
shifts.
is effortless. Whoa. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? Whoa!
You play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh! Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. This is so true. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simple path forward? He's just speaking in generic terms. There is no truth, there is no path. Do what is easiest, do what is simplest, feel what is true. Nothing. No one.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Yeah. I remember a quote that I read a long time ago that helped me a lot, especially when I started streaming, is
This
that
one took a
you're a
lot
harsher
longer than all
critic
the
on
others
yourself
for
than
Coda to
anybody
make.
else in the world
It
will
was
ever
4
be.
months between this and the last one.
No one cares about
That's
you.
twice as long as it took
So
him
why
to
do you
make
care
any
so
other
much?
game before this. And it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Okay, let's go this way. Damn, this game is like therapy. What the hell? Not true, I'm a way harsher critic for you, buddy. Thanks, Sheth, I appreciate it. Oh, it's a stage. Oh, shit. The performance is beginning. Places, places. What am I doing? I don't have a performance. What? In this scene, you'll be playing as me. Okay. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, to start out leaning against this wall. Okay, I can do that. Stay right there. Okay. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on. Say something to her. Where's the bathroom? What are you doing? You're deflecting. You're not saying what's actually on your mind. Oh, yeah? Stop dancing around it and have a conversation with this person. Okay, okay, okay. Do it again. Okay, okay, okay. I'll do it. I like you. Shit, no. That's not what I meant to do. No, 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 no. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There was a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Yeah, I could, but there's a cone over here. Oops, sorry. Let's talk to her. You're messing it all up again. I didn't do anything! You'll freak her out if this conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Okay. There's a lamppost. I stepped back. What do you want? This way? Oh! Caged in. What did I do wrong? Why am I kidding? I guess I go this way? Okay, yes,
the game
now this
ends
is
with
working. This is
eerie
what I like.
premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Like, yeah, when you look at it and what he's doing, it seems unhealthy, but it's understandable, right? We all go through this, dude. We're all people, man. Mobius strip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. You want me to close my eyes? I'm not gonna close my eyes. What's going on? Help, I'm blind. I can't see anything. What's going on? I can't... Help, I'm blind! Oh, everyone's blind. Please, someone talk to me. Please, tell me how to solve this. Please don't let this be forever. Oh my god, there's a door coming to kill us! We're gonna crash! Guys! 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 Look! Look! Oh no! Team! Whisper?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Okay. I'll solve it. There's gotta be a button for me to hit, right? Oh, there's a door. Okay, elevator. The only way to stop it is to speak something honest. The only way to solve it is to say something honest? Okay. Okay, we're going up. So I have to say something truthful. I am bursting with creative energy. I can't keep making these. My work is always fun. I am bursting with creative energy. No, that's not truthful. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Do I go up? What do I do? Oh no! I think I have to say something honest but hurtful. I can't keep making these. That's it. That's the truth. I don't feel it anymore. I'm out of ideas. It's raining.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, He's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him.
Oh my god.
Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing.
Coda.
Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Keep going, keep talking. I haven't been honest. I can't figure out how to say the thing. I thought it was going to be easy. Dude, chat, I just want you to know that I love you guys. We're going down a dark path. But you guys are awesome. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. Alright, let's continue. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Damn, dude.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
What is this? Is anyone here? Oh. Okay, we'll go this way. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anybody. What's wrong? You look lost. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. It's like therapy for himself, but creating his own game to give therapy? It's so weird. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. Trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Dude, I've so been here, man. Where you're trying to be like creative, and you know you need to be creative, but you just like feel like you're out. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I know where it is. It isn't far. I need to see it to know why it stopped. You have to take me to it. What? Okay, it's over here. Wait, I can't move. Oh, do I have to go backwards again? Wait, I can't move. Why can't I move? Wait, I can't move. Did I bug the game? Question mark? Let me start this level. I want to try it again. What is this? Is anyone there? Okay. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time to talk to anybody. We'll try to do the same path here. I have nothing left to get in my work. Oh no. What happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. There we go. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I know where that is. It isn't far. Take me to it! Okay. I can do that, but there's a problem.
If the last game
it's guarded by a difficult puzzle.
Explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11.
Deal.
Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even.
Yeah.
And yet, still, he keeps making games. He He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're going to end up there one way or another, right? Deal. I mean, he obviously keeps doing it because it makes him happy, right? Perfect, come along and I'll show it to you.
From my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Okay. Can you tell me how to do it? First you have to close the door, first you have to open the door, first you press the switch on the inside. Okay. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Okay. You press the switch on the inside. Okay. We're still on the outside. Oh shit, I'm sorry! Okay, you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Okay. Alright, what's next? Now you press a switch here. There you go. Ha! That was so simple!
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way.
Damn, Coda.
You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
What the hell is this game, dude? Is it weird that I feel like this game is like speaking to me? Holy Jesus! Who else is feeling this? Like, holy crap, dude. Are we not robots? Are we human? Like, it's so weird. Like, these are thoughts that I've had before, but like, holy shit. Like, holy shit. I feel like I shouldn't be streaming this game. I feel vulnerable. Fuck. What are you talking about here? Alright, let's see. What is this deal? I solved this puzzle before. There was a machine that kept me going. And it stopped. I have nothing left to get to my work. Is anyone there? There's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay, making games simple. Sure, making games easy. Alright, making games is effortless. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. I am constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. Roger, thanks for 15 months, buddy. Love you, man. Yes, that's wonderful.
Seeing this game
keep
at
going.
the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
It is unhealthy.
Watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Every time I make something, I feel better about myself. Just never stop creating, you'll never feel bad. It's such a simple solution. Perfect,
This
that
is
feels
someone I really cared
fantastic.
about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. He like created a game to encourage himself to keep creating games? Because he felt helpless? Like, it's really sad. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifice made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Yes, more. Keep going.
This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it.
I will be
I
saved
wanted
by
it
my
to
work.
stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Wait, he made it through. That's it, I'm free. I'm free, I'm free. It's the prison room again, though. Oh my god, there's somebody actually in there.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
I don't want to play any more of his games. The machine. Okay. Right. Ma'am, I'm glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. I intend to be quiet. I intend to be brutal. I intend to be brutal. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. What the f... What? Will we ever get to the machine? What will be done with the machine? Ma'am, what will you do for the paper? What can you tell us? Oh my god. Jesus, just run. This is the machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Oh, he's interrogating the machine. He's interrogating himself. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. These people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creation that any of us can make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. No, nothing. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen this thing you fear. Alright then, I will speak to them for you. My followers, my friends. It falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay retribution. Let us show us that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. Back in we go. Oh, the stage again. What the? Why do I have a gun now? This is awkward.
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Oh. Everything around us is nothing. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Isn't that what you've been scared
now
of?
the
Having to
work
live
is
without your
becoming
precious creations, having to deal with yourself?
And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
He's destroying everything. Oh.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
But maybe that makes it implode on him, because he couldn't make games to begin with? He's running out of steam, and now people like his work, and now it might be a little bit too much? Put down your weapon. Okay.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Oh no. Something bad's about to happen.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
I'm nervous. I'm actually nervous. I think I'm sweating a little bit.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Everything's just so large and spacious.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Yeah, I'm not trying that maze. So he's lashing out now?
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code.
What?
Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't.
Randomly figure out the code on 6 digits?
I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
151617. Yeah, that would have taken a year. Oh, nice. The music is so ominous.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
What?
And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Oh yeah, there's a lever.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is.
And you can't fix him.
It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
This tower just keeps going. Real talk, bruh? Yeah, man, this game's too real.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up?
Oh,
I'm
wow.
the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
Oh, wow.
It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Damn. Damn. Holy shit. He created an unbeatable game to deliver a hardcore message to him. To break off the friendship. Wow. Could you imagine that? That is a ridiculous way to cut somebody off. Wow.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions at work somewhere, hidden between games.
They treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give. Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Yo, what's up, Moon? You were joining at a really traumatic experience. Hey, welcome, guys. I think this game's about to come to a close. We'll try something soon, but thank you for the host. Appreciate it, man. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them. Wait. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Was he adding the lamppost? Would you simply let them be what they are?
And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
Wait, was he stealing games from him?
Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Wait. Was our narrator stealing games from Coda and then adding solutions to them? When I am around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. He was just modifying him. Struggling is to come up with the new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think that I am more frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. Damn! Damn, that was sassy! But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make pace with saying you are wrestling. Holy God!
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about... Can I jump over this? Don't say anything. And that's the end of the thought. Holy shit! Wow. Oh, there's no handle to keep going.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do.
Holy shit, is Davey crazy?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was.
Squished.
I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
I can't leave? Holy God. Wow, man, what a game. What the?
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Okay, let's get on here. I was not expecting this journey today. This game went deep, dude.
Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
You can't fix people, man. Let people be who they are. Chat, I will never try to fix you.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are.
Unless you suck at Here League,
They'll
then I'm gonna ban you. All this sand, it's everywhere. Just darkness. This is a new Call of Duty? Yeah, it's new. You can't fix what's not broken. I hate you, chat. We're over here on this feels bad game, and you're over here, I'm perfection. I forgot we had moon clones in here.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
It's true, though.
It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
And Coda had it. Coda was content with himself. But yet, so many people in life just need to be validated by external sources. That's crazy. I mean, I side with both. I think I feel Coda a little bit more, but Davey has a point, dude. Now we're on his lonely path.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do.
Davey, don't leave us.
I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm...
Davey, no!
Just gonna...
He left us!
Okay.
No, maybe he wants us to not want him to leave. Yeah, that's right. Get the fuck out of here, Davey. No one likes you. Jesus. Davey? Davey, where'd you go? I'm all alone. We're all alone. Oh, there's a hole in the floor. Alright, let's go. Oh. We're in an elevator now? What the heck is this game? I don't know, I'd recommend watching the VOD though. It's hard to explain, but it actually has some pretty deep meaning. It's from the writer of the Stanley Parable, if you've heard of that. He created this game afterwards. Oh my god! It's the same effing room! Wait, is it? No, we're good. Oh, it's that portal where that guy died to save others. Are we supposed to kill ourselves? Dude, this hallway is so long. Holy macaroni. Wait. Yeah, that thing kills us. This was like the third level that we played. And at the time, we died for the good of the ship, but now we're just dying, period? Alright, I guess we're going for it, chat. Oh my god. It didn't kill us this time, it took us above the world. Everything in life is a maze. Holy Jesus. Wow. What an ending. Damn, man. What an experience, dude. What a cool little game. That's the same pattern as my dining room placemats. I hate you.
Back from this cave.
Jeez. I know some of you just got here from Moon's house. Thank you, Moon.
You said, let me
And you came at a very
brave,
heartfelt moment. But welcome to the stream. For those that were here, holy crap, that was a good game, right? Jesus. That was a heavy game.
But I know that you're strong.
That game was heavy, dude.
So turn back.
I love you all. Hearts. You're all beautiful. Can we get hearts in chat, guys? Jeez. I'm all sensitive now. I feel like I have to like go run a mile or something. That was an awesome game. Jesus. I'm all tingly. Alright. Alright. Done with that one today. That was fun. That was some variety for you. Time for you to watch Balto. Oh, jeez. What are we playing now, dude? I don't even know what to play anymore. Do we just sit and just soak it in real quick? If this is